So it saves on dating, right?
Sure.
You don't have to meet her friends and family.
True.
Right? Because the Pringles can. You can be a selfish lover. There's no more, I'll get you next time, right? You just fucking, you're like, what? And roll over, you go to bed.
Can I say something without hurting your feelings?
Yeah, go
Your
ahead.
pros list is making you kind of sound like a psycho.
Hey, I didn't make this video.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Welcome to Divorce with Friends, the podcast that reminds you if you want to stick in his mind, you've got to be a mind sticker. And the only way to do that is to drink 0-calorie Tab Tom, you nasty fucking threes. I am Bobby Vito, and joined as always is my friend, my colleague, my partner, Tom. Tom, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm struggling with the mic a little bit because this time you did cheat on me.
I did.
You did podcast cheat on me.
I fucked around, and I'm about to find out. We're going to get to that in a minute. Okay. Welcome to episode 19, Tom.
Thank you.
19. And the crazy thing about saying it's episode 19, so we started this podcast about a year ago.
That's crazy.
I think if you look on Apple or Spotify, I think the first episode was like April 13th, but we actually recorded it on the 5th and the 6th. I think it was just on YouTube then.
Yep.
So we're at a year, and I'm not going to make everybody wait. I do want to give some shout outs before I know we do our thank yous and stuff.
Yeah.
But as we hit the year mark, I want to thank the friends that we've made, right? Yes. So I want to thank the OGs, right? So we've got the original pharmacist Pam, Katie the Muse, right?
Yep.
We've got Hollywood.
Yep.
We've got, what else we got? Phoebe Cates, her husband, Golden Pipes Peony, right?
Yep.
We got A from Gmail. How could we forget him? We got the OGs, my friend Jess D, who's over in Portugal now. We got Tansy. We got the Greek. We got the dishwasher czar, right?
Ooh, that's true, yeah.
We got him. We got Toronto Rob.
Yeah.
We've got Bukaki, right?
Yeah.
We've got Lindsay, of course. How could we forget Lindsay?
Yeah.
We've got my parents, which is... I got to thank them because I talk shit about my dad fucking constantly.
That's fair, yeah.
And then my San Francisco crew, who's new to the podcast, new to my life, and I love them. We got Callie, we got Jonah, we got Jorge, we got Nikhil, Avanti. Avanti's not new to my life, but either way, thanks to everybody.
Our top emailer.
Our top email, Evan. Yes, exactly. I want to thank everybody for coming on this journey with Tom and I. It's been great. I feel like when people hear about the pod now, I'm always like, start with episode 5 or something, because I feel like we sort of found our way.
It's everything in life.
It's everything in life, but
certain shows like that, we'll find out about that later.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna uncover it. But Tom, what's been going on with you, dude?
Yeah, so not too much. My oldest is looking at colleges still.
Yeah, that's why
They're still really expensive. They haven't really come down in price during that time period.
Yes.
So that's a lot of what I think about nowadays. But yeah, that's about it. How about you?
All right, so nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I can't complain. We're done with the winter of jackets, as we talked about, right?
Well, I'm wearing a special garment. You're not wearing your, wrestling jacket.
Yeah.
But I have something special for, the Patriots fans.
You walked in. I was like, "This Tom thinks it's the Halloween episode. He's dressed like Matt Patricia today."
He's a rocket scientist. So,
Is he really?
Yeah, he was like a literal rocket scientist, I believe.
I didn't know. I did not know that. What inspired this?
Only the best for Belichick and Jordan.
No shit.
Well, as you might know, some of you, I mean, if you guys were Pablo Torre Jordan fans, you're probably aware of some pictures that came out with Mike Vrabel,
Yes.
Patriots head coach, and NFL insider. Make your jokes there.
What's her name?
Diana Rossini.
Yeah, okay. I'll remind me to say something about her.
So Diana Rossini is NFL reporter.
Yeah.
She's very well respected. She's a very good reporter. I think she breaks a lot of stories.
Yeah.
So obviously now. Yeah.
Is she deep throat?
Well, there's a lot of those kinds of jokes and like a lot of misogynist takes about how she's gotten all her scoops. We may, I don't know if we necessarily need to get into that, but one thing that has happened that I thought was kind of interesting is all these clips have surfaced now. I don't know if you've seen these where she shits on her husband.
That's what I was going to say. She talks so much shit about him. In fact, I heard one and it was like, that was kind of bad. It was like her mom went to her house and was like, oh, he's looking good. Of course he's looking good because you're never home. And I thought that was sort of like the self-deprecating humor. But then I saw another clip today where she was talking about how by the end of the year, they're going to get divorced.
She does that joke. She called him average looking.
He's a handsome dude.
He's not a bad looking guy, yeah. In one clip. And just a lot of those kinds of like jokes. And that's just sort of seems like her sense of humor. She's very sarcastic, but The internet's gonna find you with that, right? Like,
when you fuck Mike Vrabel and get
well, there's no allegedly.
well, how do they get caught? Somebody, they don't know who took the pictures, but they're in Sedona.
So the only pictures I've seen, and actually this is funny because like my dad's a big Pats fan, so he was trying to explain to me how like he's like, look,
How people have sex.
He's like,
first time you get the man, you get the woman. You're like, I know how this goes.
No, he's trying to explain to me how these people didn't have sex because he's like, look. This guy, they're friends. Vrabel, he's like, Vrabel, this was his explanation, actually. He said, Vrabel is friends with another female reporter who reports on the Patriots, and he calls on her first as like a, sort of feminist thing that he does. I did know that, yeah. To call on her first so that she gets the first question, right? And they're friendly. So he's like, right? Like transitive property. He's probably friends with this woman.
Yeah.
And he's just a like touchy-feely guy, my dad says.
With his dick.
Well, he was saying like with the players. So maybe not. I don't know what he does with the players.
Well,
he was like he hugs the players. He's affectionate. So that's all he was.
They're not kissing or anything in the photos.
They're kind of holding hands.
Yeah.
Right. That like two hands interlocked. Right.
Yeah.
And then kind of his arm around her, kind of.
Sounds platonic so far.
And then two like kind of, I think like floats or chairs in the pool.
Okay.
Next to each other.
Yeah.
But not holding hands.
And that's when she's sucking his dick. She's like, I thought it was a microphone.
And then there's the video. That's different. But yeah. So I don't know. Who knows? I mean, maybe, who knows?
Well, the jury is still out, but the court of public opinion, Tom, has them in a crazy affair. He's obviously married. He got married in like 99, maybe. She just got married in 2020. Again, he's a handsome dude, and it sucks for everybody involved. But don't cheat like I did, like on you.
That's true. You did cheat on me. Yeah.
So
not in your marriage, just to clarify.
Yes. So that's sort of what
podcasting marriage.
Yeah. So that Matt Patricia is how we get to the cheating part. So last 2 weeks ago now, I think it was, we were going to do an episode with Lindsay. Lindsay was going to come to Boston because it was my birthday. We were going to do college trip. We're going to do a movie review.
Yes.
Which, good news, we did the movie review, but we did it sans Tom, which is the bad news.
Yes.
So I did cheat on you. Somebody else spoke into that microphone. You probably smell it on you.
Yeah.
So I apologize. However, for everybody listening, I guess a gift for the 1 year. After this episode 19, we'll have a non-canonical episode, which will be a bonus episode, a movie review. We're going to review Mr. Wrong, which is 1995 with Ellen and Bill Pullman.
Love it.
So we'll drop that sometime this weekend. So you're going to get a 2 for 1 week. All right, as a thank you to everybody. But Tom, let me tell you something. That night, the other thing that you missed was we went out for my birthday. We went out for dinner.
Yes.
We went to Stir. Okay. And it was Hollywood, myself, Lindsay, Toronto Rob, and the Greek.
Okay.
And let me tell you, Tom, the Greek, she's still got some opinions about this podcast.
Really?
I found the funniest thing about what she said was she told me how the podcast sucks now.
Really?
She hasn't.
She's an OG.
Yeah, she's an OG.
She doesn't like the new Divorce with Friends.
Yeah, she liked the old stuff.
Sold out.
She doesn't like the podcast anymore. She hasn't listened in multiple episodes yet. Proceeded to talk about the last episode, so I feel like she doesn't even know what she's listening to.
She's like a closet. It's like those people that say they hate Howard Stern, but listen to Howard Stern.
We're pig vomit. She's pig vomit, I think. I don't really know.
Guess, yeah.
But she's got a ton of ideas of how she can improve the podcast.
Love feedback.
But she wouldn't agree to come on.
Oh.
One of the funniest things
Did she tell you the ideas though?
They were just some like, you should have me on the podcast. And I was like, that sounds like a bad idea. But no, I said, you're welcome to come on. I'd love for you to come on and tell us about these ideas. Yeah. And she, now she's got to work. She's got 75 kids. She can't do it. But the funniest thing was when she acted like Lindsay was telling her about this guy that she's seeing, and he's younger. He's like in his early 20s, which is awesome for cougar old lady Lindsay, who's 41. But the Greek was like, you date a 23-year-old? Like, you must want sex all the time. That sounds exhausting. You can see Toronto Rob like slowly dying across the table from me. He's like, holy shit. But I want to say, in the vein of what we do here, I wanted to do like a peace offering of the Greek. This is actually going to be a very
This doesn't sound like it's going to be a peace offering.
This is going to be a very Greek-centric episode. I worked her in a lot just to let her know how welcome she is. But you know how I love to do theme songs?
I do.
I let the band know. I let the Mitten Kids know
what
what the Greek is into.
Okay.
And they wrote a jingle for the
Wow.
Greek. And this is my peace offering to the Greek.
This is an exclusive club. There's
Yeah.
only a couple people who have.
Only a couple people. You have a theme song. I have a theme song. The Greek will have a theme song when she comes on. But I just want to let you
Ron
know.
Rob doesn't even have a theme song.
No,
Yeah.
it's like poutine. Ah, shit. That's what it's going to be. But we're going to play it right now. And this is for the Greek. So when the Greek decides to come on, she'll have a nice warm theme song to enter.
There's a woman named the Greek, we all know. She loves everyone, loves Raymond on the show.
She does love that.
Dinner out is where she loves to go. Watertown, Mass is a hometown glow.
So that is the theme song for the Greek. I'm really looking forward to having her on and finding the time together.
I gotta say, you went pretty easy on the Greek. I thought you were gonna really like
No, I'm not going to hammer
give
it.
her the business.
That's not the real theme song.
Oh, okay.
But that's when we can find time to do that. But where can you find Tom and I? You can email us at divorcewithfriends@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at divorcewithfriends and Twitter, divorcewfpod. Again, we do not update it. I just plug it because fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. But now, Tom, let's get into the listener emails and feedback. We actually don't have any corrections this week, which means we did a
Wow.
great job
We're
on
perfect.
episode 18.
Yeah.
So why don't you take the first one? This is Disney Adulting from our friend Evan on
Our
Gmail.
most prolific emailer. So, hi guys. I've finally given in to society's pressures and booked a trip to Disney World with my wife and two daughters, ages 5 and 8. Great ages for Disney World. I am nervous that I am either going to hate it and be a miserable prick all week, or I will love it and turn into a Disney adult. How do I survive this trip without becoming the third Mike on Divorce with Friends or turning into No More Mouse? Oh,
Turning it into No More Mouse would not necessarily be a bad thing.
that's like a life goal for me.
Yeah, I would love that. But getting a permanent third seat on this podcast is probably not where anybody wants.
Evan
to
would be electric.
He
too.
would be electric.
I don't-
He might
I mean,
steal a pod from us.
Yeah, I hope I hope everything works out. But yeah.
So you're a Disney guy. What do you think?
So I'm a huge. So this is interesting because I went into my first Disney trip with my kids. My first like adult Disney trip. I went as a kid with sort of the same idea, sort of the same energy, and I didn't want to go. I was like, not that I didn't want to go, but I was just like, this is gonna be a disaster. It costs so much money, right? Like I'm gonna do. My mentality was, I literally said this. I was like, I want to do everything because we're going once, and I'm never doing this again.
I feel like
right?
you went way more than once.
I went a million times. So I was the second option here. I became a Disney adult. So I would say a couple things, right? One, 5 and 8 are perfect ages, right? Because they're not too like I do whatever you want. I don't, you know what I mean? Everybody's riding their horses. We don't judge people on this podcast. But I think like if you bring like a 1-year-old to Disney World, that's a fucking disaster.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
not
waste of
gonna remember
money
it.
too, yeah.
It's super expensive, whatever. So 5 and 8 is fantastic. The kids are gonna be super excited. That's about when we went the first time with my kids. It's like magical. So here's the thing you gotta prepare yourself for. Right? It's like a lot of things in life, right? You're going to eat shit for 9 hours and then you're going to have like one magical moment. Right?
Oh, you mean okay? So be any
I'll give
day.
you an example.
Okay.
My brother-in-law took his kids, right? And he actually, I should pulled up the text. He had like very funny texts about like what a disaster so many things were through the day. The kids, you're trying to take a picture. The kids don't want to take a picture. This kid's melting down about this. If you're going with grandparents, the grandparents are upset about this and that, whatever, right? So
Lots of walking there.
just walking around logistics. This kid's upset about this. This thing's supposed to work, and you're mad that it doesn't work. And like, nothing made me more mad than like we walked into Harry Potter World and my son was like sulking, and I was like, I'm just thinking like, do you have any idea how much this fucking cost me? You look around. This is like a movie set. You're in fucking paradise, and you're gonna sulk. Like,
Really
get the
quick
fuck
side
out
note
of
on
here.
that. I saw the HBO commercial for the Harry Potter show.
Yeah.
Is that like a scene for scene remake of the movies?
So it seems like it's very similar, but it's way more in depth. It's supposed to be even more loyal to the books.
Okay.
But there's a lot of controversy about, J.K. Rowling.
They don't like the black snake or some shit.
Well, people don't like. J.K. Rowling's getting it from both sides because she says all the anti-trans stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are against her for that reason, but then also they cast black people in the roles, so they're mad at her for that too. So yeah.
Well, that's America right now. But wizards are kind of trans people, right? In a way, they shapeshifters.
Yeah, I mean they wear cloaks, I guess. I don't
But
know.
they can change into things, right? Can't one
Yeah,
guy
that's true. You could be a cat.
So that's what I'm saying. So what is get off
That's
your
the slippery slope
get
that
off
the
your-
conservatives worried about.
get off your fucking horse, J.K.
You could be,
Rowling.
but that's the thing in Wizarding World. You could be dating a cat and not even know it.
They don't even know it.
Yeah, you could be dating.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe she dated a cat. She didn't know it.
Yeah, you
she
could
got all
be
pissed.
The transfiguration teacher, right? Or like a. Yeah. So anyway, so what I would say, but what he said was like, so he did this whole right. He had all these like funny jokes about like, you know, what a shit show everything was through the day, but then he's like, at the last thing of the night, they did the fireworks, and he had his son on his shoulders, and his son leaned down and whispered in his ear, "Dad, this was the best day of my life."
Oh, that's what it's all.
So you just like that's the right, like the kids. You know what I mean? Like you just have to prepare yourself for 9 hours of shit and like a couple 30-second like, wow, that was a really iconic moment. You'll remember it forever, and you won't really remember the shit.
Well, Evan, I think that pretty much sums it
Yeah.
up. So hopefully you have a wonderful time. And outside of your kids telling you how terrible you are, I hope you get that one moment of magic in the kingdom. The next email comes from Jay, quote Jay on Gmail. And I'll take this one. And it's, I think my buddy's girlfriend might have issues. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Hey, guys, for anonymity's sake, call me Jay. My buddy started seeing this girl who on paper is awesome. Good career, smart, attractive, and can hang with the guys. Being married myself, I wish I could say the same for my wife, but I digress. Jay, good thing you did not use your real name.
Yeah.
The issue is her thing. Her thing is that she gets turned on when he flirts with other women. Yes, you read that correctly. While most men are out here trying to avoid accidentally making eye contact with the waitress more than 1.5 seconds, he is encouraged to wink, banter, and apparently turn on the charm with random women when they're out together. At first, I thought this was a trap, like a long. Maybe she's filming him for her TikTok account, but she seems genuinely into it. She's pretty open about it too, even mentioning to my wife, who promptly said to me, "I don't think I like him." Now, as his friend, I'm happy for him in a way, but is it bad that I think this kink is going to end up making him the third chair on your podcast? Not that that wouldn't be a bad gig, but just not where I want to see him in 10 years. Sincerely, Jay on Gmail. That, I got to say that, people have weird like cuck kinks and stuff like that. I think just hearing that and not obviously knowing anybody related to it, I think that your girlfriend encouraging you to flirt is very slippery, because I think that the next thing might be like her wanting to do that. And if that's not your thing, like just because it's somebody else's thing doesn't have to be your thing. But I don't know if that's like a grooming thing, like I let you do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it depends on the couple. It's like I wouldn't yuck their yum. I think it could be, right? Like it
Yeah.
could be a problem both ways. Like maybe
I don't think you should
she's
break
gonna
up
do
with
that and
her.
then get jealous, or like you said, vice versa. She's gonna use that as a justification
Yeah.
to do it herself or whatever. Maybe it becomes something else that the guy isn't comfortable with eventually. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe it works for them forever.
I saw recently too, I think it might have been earlier this week, Nikki Glazer was on Call Me Dad.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think
The
she
clip
said
where-
something like that. She
So what I saw her say was like, she doesn't care about physical sex, but does care about intimacy. Like she would not care if her partner like fucked somebody, but she would care if they were like texting, you know.
well, they
funny
text
gifs
before they
or-
fuck.
Well, yeah, but not if there's like an emotional connection. She was kind of like, I don't care if the guy like. She was like, I get that guys like are gonna have transactional sex or whatever. I don't
Okay.
really care. Maybe she's
Okay.
give her a call.
Is your friend dating Nikki Glazer? I don't know what's going on here. I feel like, I don't know, that to me is a little wild. I guess like maybe I'm old school in that regard, but I don't have time to do stuff like that.
Well, I think it's whatever works for people,
Yeah.
right? It's like different people have different.
Oh, I'm
sort of-
not yucking it.
Yeah. We're not going to yuck anybody's yum. It's like the different people have different lines and different things. Again, right? It's like something that is a total deal breaker for one person, somebody else doesn't care about. So whatever.
All right. Well, Jay, I guess just
Yeah, leave him alone, Jay.
maybe shut your fucking mouth.
Mind your own business, Jay.
Hey Jay, maybe not be a fucking cockblock. All right. Sorry, your wife's such a drag.
Yeah, worry, but it sounds like you guys have your own problem. So why don't you fucking focus on that?
All right. So the next one, Tom, I'll have you take this one. It's my mother-in-law dropped a bomb last night.
Oof, this is a tough one. Bear and Vito. I'm writing to you today because I found myself in a situation that no amount of life experience, emotional maturity, or every air freshener at Wegmans could have prepared me for. Earlier this week, my mother-in-law came for a visit. She made me a nice dinner, she made a nice dinner, I guess, for everybody, helped us get the kids to bed. It sounds lovely. And then proceeded to destroy my bathroom to the point paint was peeling off the wall. That seems like an exaggeration. I swear, even my college dorm bathroom smelled like a Sephora compared to the mayhem the sweet woman left behind. So I ask, what is the proper etiquette when your mother-in-law absolutely annihilates your bathroom? Do I pretend nothing happened? Open every window in the house despite the cold weather? Ask if she's feeling okay, which feels dangerously close to getting a divorce? Do I tell my wife? I feel like this is one of those unspoken social contracts nobody prepares you for. I mean, if it was her dad, I'd make a comment. It would probably become a family joke, but it might kill my mother-in-law, or worse, someone might kill me. To make matters worse, she knows I noticed and later asked, everything okay in there? I'm spiraling. Please advise. I don't know how to recover from this. And frankly, neither does the bathroom. So I have I'll go first here. Yeah. So you don't ever say anything to the mother. That's crazy.
But it's funny you called it out.
To even
like,
bring that up.
Oh, it's my father-in-law. I'd be like, what the fuck, Bill?
Also wouldn't say that to the father-in-law. But so you're gonna not say it to the mother-in-law, but you're definitely gonna give your wife shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's like a total and then that becomes a running joke for you and your wife.
Yeah.
But not the mother-in-law.
And by the way, I don't know how long I don't know how long Tyler's been married, but I'd assume that he's walked out in the bathroom after his wife and probably said,
Yeah.
what the fuck was that?
Well, if he hasn't, it's coming because she runs in the family.
No shit.
Right? You meet the mother's, the daughter's like the mother. He's in for that. That's coming.
Yeah, Tyler, that's rough. I do think you definitely can't say anything to her. I love the email. I think when Tom saw that this was a mother-in-law thing, he probably thought it was me talking about mine. Yeah. I don't recall any moments like this, but I can imagine if I did, I'd be like,
I have a corollary. Have you ever, or what is your etiquette on if the toilet's clogged? You clog the toilet.
So give me so my kids do it a lot.
Yeah.
So I unclog it.
So you just go try to unclog it. What if you can't unclog it?
Here I haven't had an issue. The toilets at my old house were like
we had one
suctions. They were just like
yeah, we had one recently where I was like on ChatGPT and using the snake and all this stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, bad one. And I do think about like what if, and it was my kids. But what if like that happens to somebody else?
Actually, funny tangent. Actually, it's a true story. So my dad in the '90s used to actually wear like suits to work.
Yeah.
And he came home and the toilet was clogged. Kevin had like destroyed the toilet, like this guy, like Tyler's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I vividly remember him taking the toilet off the ring, and he's like he's still in his suit pants and shirt, and his sleeve is like rolled up to his elbow, and he's like digging shit out of the toilet. And I was like, I think that's what love is.
That is like because like you're so mad. He was so mad at you guys, and so thinking like, I've made so many mistakes to get me to this point.
Yeah, but he did it anyway. But that's love. I think that's love.
Mine involved like a wet vac. It was like a whole thing.
Did you get like one of those? Did you get a snake and like put the snake down?
I did the snake. The snake didn't work. That was like the levels. You start with the plunger. Plunger doesn't work. You do the snake. Snake doesn't work. You have to get the wet vac and like suction stuff out.
Was it toilet paper or actually like excrement?
It was mostly toilet paper. Yeah, it was mostly toilet paper.
Yeah, my little one.
I'll tell you what happened. My wife. This is actually like a maniacal like power move. She switched the family to like higher fiber diet, and then simultaneously was like, the toilet paper we get is too cheap. We need better toilet paper that's thicker. And it totally fucked me. And then I had to fix you know what I'm saying?
I'm a one-ply guy to the day I die. I don't like, maybe two-ply, but not the quilted.
You can't trust children to not like fucking clog the toilet with that stuff. They don't know what they're doing.
But
they don't care.
Even with like a quilted, I feel like I'm never clean enough. Like,
interesting.
It's like, it's absorbing, I suppose, but it's not like I would rather have. I do want a bidet, so it's not like I'd rather have a bidet. The quilted stuff. I'm like, I just don't trust that I got it.
Okay, you'd rather have it rougher, but get in there and get out.
I want it to be like I want to be like a Roman. I want to be like a Roman and get a piece of rope and just fucking fucking pull it out. That's what they used to
that.
do. That's what they used to do. But Tyler, good luck to your mom and your mother-in-law, her stinky ass.
Yeah.
The next one, this one is for you. I'm going to read it, and it's called "Caffeinated and Horned Up for Tom."
Ooh.
This comes from Casey on Gmail. So Tom, while you always impress me with your ability to keep the podcast out of the gutter, no matter how much Bobby tries to take you down there, it's fucking tough, right? I have to say, after last week, I might sweat you more than Andy from Somerville.
Wow.
The Gilmore Girls?
Yeah.
Say less, Tom. I am fascinated by this. How did you find Stars Hollow?
Yes.
What would you like to eat at Luke Steiner? Would you rather go to the Dragonfly Inn or the Cheshire Cat? I don't know what the fuck any of this means.
Yeah.
I have so many questions. Perhaps we could do a rewatch, in quotes, by the way, together. Pictures attached.
Wow.
Sincerely, Casey on Gmail. So, Tom, what the fuck is the Cheshire Cat and the Dragonfly?
So Laura. So I'm actually rewatching because spurred by our previous discussion.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I'm starting a rewatch of Gilmore Girls. Okay. So we'll have like a sort of Luke Steiner corner, Stars Hollow corner here on the podcast. I'll give updates on my rewatch. So the Lorelai first manages, then eventually starts her own hotel. Okay.
Oh,
so the first one is the one that she manages, and then the one that she owns. Right. So the Dragonfly Inn, the beginning of the show, right? She's managing the Dragonfly Inn, and this is where we start to meet cast of characters, right? Setting the scene. Pilot's like like any pilot, right? It's not quite the same like snappy, dialogue.
We have it's us.
It's very witty and fast, but it doesn't have the it doesn't have the timing. Like our first five.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same. So if you watch the pilot, keep that in mind. The dialogue, like it fits together, like puzzle pieces a little more as you go along. But you meet Melissa McCarthy. It's like early Melissa McCarthy role. She plays the wacky, quirky best friend,
Of course she
Suki, who's the chef at the Dragonfly Inn, right? Which Lorelai manages. At the Dragonfly Inn, there's a Frenchman.
Of course there is.
He works the front desk. I'm going to tell you something, Bobby. He does not have a lot of patience for the guests and their stupidity. He is not suffering anybody's bullshit, and he's got a thick French accent, and he's always annoyed with everybody. But you know what? He's kind of lovable underneath it all, and he really loves Lorelai. So that's very exciting. And then there's like a best friend for Rory, who is an Asian high school girl.
Okay.
And her
You're gonna
mom,
do the accent again?
Well, her mom actually is sort of a caricature along the lines of Dr. Tong. I'll just say that. The mom is like a really I didn't really, you don't always notice it at the time, but the mom is like a 15 out of 10 like Asian caricature mom, pushing the kid and setting them up with
Telling her he's a loser because you're not a doctor or something like that.
She literally the first episode, a big part of the plot line is that the friend is getting set up with the kid who's going to be a doctor. He's 16.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
All right.
So
are you going to do the rewatch with Casey? She put it in quotes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could do it with Casey, but we could do it in parallel, Casey.
All right. So how?
Casey can follow along.
All right. So we'll do how many episodes are you into the rewatch?
So I just did the pilot. so far.
All right. So the next episode that we record, give us an update on the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah,
and
I'll see how far I can get.
We'll do like a special segment of that.
Yeah, we'll have some I'll have some hot takes on the best Rory boyfriend, the best Lorelai boyfriend. Is it Luke?
Okay.
Is it the ex Christopher, who's kind of a deadbeat dad?
Okay.
Is it the teacher, Rory's teacher?
How many fucking people does she date?
Dates Rory's teacher.
She sounds like a little slut.
Saucy.
She sounds like
Okay.
She sounds like Jay's friend's girlfriend.
Easy. You sound like Jesse.
Ooh.
That's what I say about that.
All right. Well, yeah, the rewatch will commence. So, Tom, this last one, by the way, I'm gonna have you take it. And since we've been on the last time, we lost the legend. So this is R.I.P. to a legend. Tom, you want to take this one? And I think it has 2 pages, just so you see.
Wow. All right, dear DWF, being of the same age and life stage, I write to you today with a heavy heart. As I process the devastating news about Chuck Norris, frankly, I didn't think this day would ever come, not because I believed he was immortal, but because I assumed immortality was too intimidating to even try it. Chuck Norris wasn't just a man, he was a force of nature. Gravity didn't keep him grounded. He allowed it to exist. Time didn't pass for him, it politely asked permission. And now, somehow, the universe has decided to continue without him, which feels both incorrect and, frankly, a little reckless. I'm struggling to cope. I tried doing a roundhouse kick this morning in his honor, but I pulled a hamstring and knocked over a lamp. It only reinforced what we've lost, a man who could defeat an entire army and still have time to fix the lamp. Afterward, he would be good at that too. They say legends never die, and I choose to believe that. Mostly because I'm not emotionally prepared for a world where Chuck Norris isn't out there somewhere, staring down danger until it apologizes. In lieu of flowers, I ask that you take a moment today to stare intensely at something, anything, and make it slightly uncomfortable. It's what he would have wanted. Truly yours, the saddest ranger in Texas. That was his show, Texas.
That is a great email.
Yes.
I don't know who that was from, but I want to say, obviously, we know Chuck Norris as a character. I think what happened after, it was probably like the late 90s, early 2000s. He became one of the first internet memes, if you will, with like the Chuck Norris facts. Mm-hmm. So some of the things that he wrote in the email about the, time passing and he gives permission or whatever, those are the Chuck Norris facts. And they actually spawned an amazing essay, which was Dougie's Going Deep, which was the Doug Mirabelli at the Kowloon before a Red Sox game. It's sort of like this like mythical thing about who this character is, who Doug Mirabelli is like your favorite.
He's the greatest athlete of all time.
Greatest athlete. Maybe we'll read that the next podcast. However, today on episode 19, we called in a favor from Golden Pipes Peony. That's Phoebe Cates' husband. And you might remember him from the soaking fame where he did that amazing, let's go soak in my parents' bed.
Good thing to be famous for it.
He was so fucking good. So I had Golden Pipes Peony read some Chuck Norris facts. So we're going to enjoy some Chuck Norris facts by Golden Pipes Peony.
Love it.
Chuck Norris caused giraffes to exist by kicking a horse. Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience.
Yeah.
When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he had 2 missed calls from Chuck Norris.
Let's go.
The boogeyman checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
That's a very funny. I've heard that one a bunch of times, but that's a good one the first time.
The flu gets a Chuck Norris shot every year. When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck Norris said, "Say please." Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball. Chuck Norris once punched a man in the soul. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. Before he forgot to get a gift for Chuck Norris, Santa Claus was real.
Great job, Golden Pipes.
Really
The one of the funniest ones that I heard, and I won't be able to say exactly what it was, but I think Chuck Norris was born the day after Hitler committed suicide, and it was basically like Hitler committed suicide because he knew Chuck Norris was on his way. So either way, Walker, I hope that cheers you up a little bit, and yeah, R.I.P. to a legend. I think the thing that I remember him most from was a great movie with Jonathan Brandis, another R.I.P. In the 90s. And Jonathan Brandis was this kind of like down on his luck loser kid in high school who had asthma, and it was sort of like the Karate Kid. He was being like picked on by all the kids who do karate, and Joe Piscopo was like the rival sensei.
Oh, nice.
And he used to fantasize about being like on patrol with Chuck Norris, and like Chuck Norris is like he's Chuck Norris's sidekick. But at the end of the movie, they're at this karate tournament.
Cameo,
Yeah, Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris is like in the whole movie, but like in this kid's fantasy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, when they're at like the big karate thing, Chuck Norris shows up and he becomes his partner, and they take on the bad guy and Joe Piscopo, and it's awesome. Sidekicks is a tremendous movie. But moving on, Tom, you said that you have something that you want to talk about today.
I do.
So let's go with the old school Tom yells at clouds.
Tom's in his 40s, stuck in his ways, hates all the new stars, lost in the haze. Christopher Nolan, Papa Torres a joke, Toronto off just another woke folk. Tom yells at clouds, shaking his fist, screaming LeBron's not the GOAT on my list. Michael Jordan's the king, that's his creed. While the world moves on, Tom plants his seed.
Abort.
What?
This is a terrible idea. I'm not. Abort. Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
All right, Tom, why don't you yell at some clouds for us?
All right, I have a rant in here, but
I don't know what this is yet.
You don't know anything about it. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey first. Okay.
Okay.
So first off, there's a lot going on in the world, right?
It's a couple things.
There's a lot going on. We maybe are at war, maybe not, but maybe.
It depends who you ask.
Yeah. There's like a alleged pedophile ring. Maybe people are covering it up.
We haven't heard about that in a while.
People have a lot of takes about stuff. Yeah. Brandon Nimmo is commenting on things and people are protesting him in fantasy leagues. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
A lot going on in the world. So one thing that is actually like the most egregious, morally outrageous thing happening in America that affects the most Americans with the highest frequency of anything going on, no one is talking. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this. We talked on this podcast before about how the scientists are failing us. I've said this before, right? We have AI, maybe there are medical advances. I don't really know. I don't care. Right. But like leaves are falling from the trees and we can't figure out how to pick them up. Right. Like why is science not figuring it out?
That's true.
Right?
Without hurting your back anyway.
Snow falls and then everybody has to shovel it. Right. Like a bunch of fucking idiots. Right. We just out there. Oh, let's clean the car off again. Right.
Yeah.
We know a scientist. He's too busy, ripping people off of fantasy baseball trades.
That's true.
To solve any of these problems.
I also didn't thank him in the open, by the way. Scientist, good job.
Shouldn't have, because he hasn't solved these problems. Tell him to get on these things first. You know what I mean? He's a scientist. He's too busy getting South Stewart. So anyway, we have all these problems, right? And the scientists are not solving them. And I was blaming the scientists, but it's not the scientists' fault.
Who is it?
Because I got to the bottom of this.
Toronto Rob.
These scientists are chained up. They're being abused by shopping chains, supermarket chains. And I'll tell you what the supermarket chains have them doing, Bobby. They have them working on one very specific problem.
What is it?
They're saying to the scientists, what I need you to do is take these paper bags and make them as thin as humanly fucking possible.
Fucking God. Yes.
I don't understand why this is happening. I don't know what's going on.
Dude.
I'm not sure the motive, but I will tell you, hey, hang on. This is like a 3-sided conspiracy, okay? Side one is to make these bags, paper bag. Now listen, I got to put kids in college, so I don't use Instacart anymore. I go to the market like a fucking poor, okay? Yeah. And I put things in a bag, okay? And if you take these fucking bags, and if you put 1 jar of tomato sauce, and it's a fucking glass jar, you're fucked. You are totally fucked.
You're asking for it.
Because the bag is gonna rip, and it's glass, and it's gonna fall all over the place.
Dude, I gotta ask, what store are you going to? Because I could not agree more with this.
Every fucking one. I go to 17 different supermarkets. All
right.
I go to Whole Foods, I go to Shaw's, I go to Market Basket, I go to Wegmans.
Okay, so I will say this. So Hannaford and Chelmsford, I don't know if it's just that one. They have decent bags. Decent. Okay. Shaw's sucks my fucking dick.
Embarrassment.
You know what else they do, Tom? They're not just thin as shit. They're not just like 1 ply like I want. They're half the size.
They're not as tall.
They're not as tall.
Well, hang on. So there's more layers to this too.
Yeah.
So the second thing is, if you go if you go into self-service, like you said, the bags are so fucking small that you have to fill them up, right? And then if you go in a line, they're training the cashiers, obviously, to fill these bags. These cashiers can't do anything else. They're hiring like 8-year-olds who know fucking nothing about life, right? But they're training them to fill these bags to the absolute top so that the bags will rip. Yeah. Okay. And then, you know what I mean? So they're telling the scientists this, and so these scientists are like Nazi scientists. They're like, we can't do this. These bags are going to rip. It's too thin. And the supermarkets are like, shut up and make it thinner.
I know. You know what's even worse? Because of how bad they are, because I'm poor too, I will drive to Nashua. Yeah. Because Nashua's like, fucking papers for pussies.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Get over here and grab your plastic bag.
Right there.
And the best part about it is like when you have like a car full of plastic bags, I could load them all up on my arms and walk in here with one trip. It's not a problem. I don't even need my poor man's card.
Some people will have the gall to be like, oh, bring your own bag. Go fuck yourself, okay?
I never remember to do
bring their own fucking bag. I got a lot going on. I'm not bringing my own bag. But so the kicker, so they're like, okay, we're going to make these super thin bags. We're going to teach these assholes to fill the bags to the absolute top so that you're totally fucked when you walk out. And like the cashiers and the scientists are like, oh my God, supermarket, this is too much. And they're like, hang on, one more thing.
Oh no.
The bags, 5 cents.
Yes.
Fuck you, man.
That is another thing.
That's it. I'd rather pay $3. Like, it's so insulting that it's like 5 cents. Oh, hey, tell us how many bags you brought. Oh, 5 cents. 5 cents a bag.
Do you know what else like infuriates me more than this whole problem is like you'll see a post on Instagram or something or Twitter, and I saw this guy and he's got basically what looks like a baby carriage, right?
Yeah.
2-tiered baby carriage.
Yeah.
That what he does is when he goes shopping, he fills it with crates. So there's 2 crates in it, like a tub. and he fills up with his groceries.
Yeah.
And then he puts them on the belt, and then
Yeah.
they put them back in the crates. He
Yeah.
puts the crates in his car, and he's like, that solves all the problems.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't, because I think you made that.
It
And
creates a new problem.
I don't know
where
how
you
to-
have to bring your own equipment
I know.
to go shopping.
it solves the bag dilemma, but I'm
Yeah.
also like, dude, unless you're selling this shit, I don't want to fucking hear it, because I can't make
Ridiculous.
that. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Completely ridiculous. Listen, I'm not in favor of war. Okay, I want that on the record.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-war person.
Yeah.
I don't care what strait we have to take over to solve the bag problem. You have my vote. That's all I'll say.
I will say, if you don't hate the drive, go to Nashua. They don't give a fuck about the environment.
I might have to do that.
Environment, fuck you later. In fact,
Yeah.
you know what's funny about the plastic bags too?
I might get kidnapped though, right? Like,
You may.
I feel like yeah.
You may get kidnapped. The thing about the plastic bags that
I'll have
drive
to
me
trade
crazy.
gold for my groceries or something. Yeah.
Well, Massachusetts, obviously we live here, but they were one of the first states to adopt like the no plastic bags.
Yeah.
But you go to the supermarket, everything's fucking wrapped in plastic. So who gives a shit? Who gives a fucking shit?
Yeah, and
that
also
I'm
they're
have
like,
plastic bags.
hey, guess what? We don't actually recycle any of this.
They don't
shit. We're
recycle
just gonna
any
put
of
in
it.
landfill, you fucking assholes. Yeah.
Well,
So,
Tom, do you feel better now?
I feel a little better. Yeah.
All right, so let's hear from our sponsor.
Okay.
Winter winds blow through the town. Briscoe's lights are shining down. From the harbor to the hills, we've got what your heart fulfills. Oh, Briscoe dildos, hear the call. Big or small, we've got us all. New England's favorite secret spot. Visit Briscoe dildos any dot. Love, yeah,
Prisco dildos, any.com. That website is live, taking your order right fucking now. I actually think that they have plastic bags too.
Oh, do they?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I haven't been there in a while. So the next,
They would never use the thin plastic.
No, they use that thick industrial plastic, the one that hits that spot.
Yeah, they got
the real good spot. So, Tom, we're going to move on to our segment, and this segment is called Genius or Psycho.
Ooh.
Okay, and it was inspired by.
It's a thin line.
It's very thin. It's very thin. You could literally be a genius one second and an absolute psycho the next. I feel like this person actually did both.
That's
This did
most
both.
people are both, right?
But what happened was I effectively became separated, and I was living in my basement at the time. It was a great basement, so people don't feel bad for me. Tom, you were in that basement. It was fucking awesome.
Really cool.
It was fucking awesome. I had my records. I had.
I'll tell you what, too. Like, as a guy, like, I could live in a shed. I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need much. Like, yeah.
I agree, and I had the TV down there with the Xbox, and I had my arcade
Yeah,
and whatever,
that's
and I had
more than enough.
I had a side door for my side bitches coming in. I didn't have any of those side bitches, but what I did have was my Amazon.
Wait
app.
till you get your shed.
Fuck yeah. What I did have now was the Amazon app,
Yeah.
and I bought some weird fucking shit. I'm not even gonna tell you some of the weird fucking shit I bought because it's embarrassing.
Okay.
But I bought so much fucking weird shit
Okay.
that about a month into the separation, where I'm living in the basement, I go to the mailbox and I get mail from Amazon, and it's addressed to me. And I'm like, what's this? And Amazon doesn't send me letters. And I open up, and it's a catalog of even weirder shit. Because it was like, we know that you're into
You
some
got targeted.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, by the way, fucking freak, we know that you're into some weird shit. That you'll really like this. And by the way, we know that fucking weirdos open their mail. That's why we sent you this. So I had to stop ordering some.
You're like, you're the male equivalent of the people who pick up their phones and answer survey questions.
Yes, dude. I was buying some weird shit that, like,
Yeah.
one of them, I won't tell you. I'll tell you what it is off air, but
Okay.
I bought it. I opened it up and immediately threw it away. 'Cause I was like, I can't have that in my house. If anybody finds this, I
Yeah,
might.
imagine if you were discovered with that.
I know. I might get arrested. In fact, I think if anybody uncovers the package, like,
Bet if you open it and then had like a heart attack,
Dude, when I
and it
tell-
was just on your chest.
dude, when I fucking tell you, what it is,
Yeah.
I'm imagining someone digging it up because it's in the dump somewhere. I imagine someone digging it up and fucking freaking the fuck out at what this was. But This moment in my life had me searching the depths of the internet to find somebody as weird as I am. And this is what I found. So we're going to listen to this clip, and you're going to tell me, Tom, if this guy is a genius or a psycho. You ready?
Yep. How to make a girlfriend with a Pringles can. This is super easy to set up. All you need is 4 sponges, a Pringles can, a big rubber band, and a rubber glove. Okay, now let's put our girlfriend together. We'll grab 2 sponges, sandwich them with the glove in between like this, and you just shove it in there. It's pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, you could get this done in like less than 30 seconds. Then you grab your 2 other sponges, and you put them in there like that. Make sure that the glove stays straight, looking like that. And then you just jam it in there. Cool. Now you need your rubber band, and you're gonna wanna fold the glove over the Pringles can, hold it there, put the rubber band on.
It looks exactly like you pictured
around
it.
the can easily, and there you go.
Have to be the shape of
She's all ready to go, and there you have it, your very own Pringles can girlfriend.
So there you have it, Tom, your Pringles can girlfriend. And like I said, it's exactly what you fucking think it is. So what he does, and I'll show you the video after, he takes his Pringle can, it's empty, I think, and he's got a rubber glove, and he holds it fingers down, okay? So with the fingers down, he sandwiches 2 sponges. The funny thing about his sponges is he used the ones that had the Brillo on one side. He put the Brillo on the outside, so he didn't do it wrong. And then he stuffs that in, and then around the top, he does 2 more, and it basically looks like a fleshlight, but it's a fucking Pringles can. So before you answer the question of is he a psycho or a genius, I made a pros and cons list. Okay. So pros of a Pringles can girlfriend. You ready?
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, the economy sucks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems out there.
That's true. You don't have to send for it.
Yeah. So it saves on money on dating, right?
Not that
dinner out with a girl or a guy, whatever. You're talking 100, 150.
Frisco dildo is worth every penny, but a fleshlight, maybe not. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Right. So it saves on dating, right? Sure. You don't have to meet her friends and family.
True.
Right? Because the Pringles can. You can be a selfish lover. There's no more, I'll get you next time, right? You just fucking, you're like, what? You roll over, you go to bed.
Can I say something without hurting your feelings?
Yeah, go
Your
ahead.
pros list is making you kind of sound like a psycho.
Hey, I didn't make this video.
I'm just saying. Okay.
And the last pro is that you don't have to cuddle after.
Yeah.
Okay? Pro.
Yeah.
Cons list.
Yeah, cons list.
You fuck a Pringles can.
I think that's good.
I think
we're good on the pro.
So I feel like it started genius, and then we really went into psycho.
Can I say I think this guy is neither. So first of all, he's definitely not a genius. I mean, I don't know. This doesn't seem. This is like American Pie. This is Jason Biggs level.
Would you fuck a pie or Pringles can?
craftsmanship.
You had to pick one.
The pie, I would think I would go Pringles can. The pie always seemed like a logistical nightmare to me. Like,
It's
I don't.
messy.
How are you? It's tilted.
Yeah.
Right, and then you're like I don't. It doesn't. It's like a bad idea.
It's not deep dish pie, right? We're talking like.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you would almost want.
So it sounds
maybe
like-
maybe
sounds
put
like
a pie. Hey, speaking of genius, maybe put a pie in a Pringles can.
All right, I'm gonna get this guy on the horn. However, Tom, as you talked about how the pie is impractical, right?
Yeah.
Not getting any penetration.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're pro fucking Pringles can.
I mean, I think you've created a false choice here.
I think that's what they call a straw man.
Between the two, I would take the Pringles can. That's fair. I think the Pringles can has some logistical shortcomings too, which is why I'm saying, like, I don't think this guy is a genius. I don't really think it's psycho though. Again, I'm not going to yuck your yum if it's good for him. Like, go nuts.
First of all, I should have had a Pringles can ready to go. Like, offer you some Pringles.
Yeah.
Would you, if you walked in here,
Yeah.
and you actually saw my girlfriend Pringles can, what would you say?
Oh, I'll be honest. Like, I'm so naive. I wouldn't know what it was, and I probably wouldn't say anything. I think. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never put two. I'd never put two and two together. I'd be like, "Oh, you have cleaning supplies in your Pringles can. That's interesting." You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna go with. I think this was satire. I don't think he's fucking a Pringles can. However, somebody watched that video and fucked a Pringles can.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I might have watched that video and fucked a Pringles
good
can.
for
I would never admit that I did. But we're gonna move on to our next topic. This is our favorite. One of our favorites. I think we have so many favorites, Tom. I think it's fair to say that we have a lot of favorites.
Yeah.
What we're going to do today, right now, at segment 3, is story time with Bobby Vito.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Tune my guitar to a broken heart's key. Pull up a stool and take a long look at me. I wore my best shirt with a mustard stain, trying to dance in a hurricane. Met a lady named Clara at the 5 and dime. I I checked my watch and I lost my mind. I told you she looked like a dream I once had. Then I realized the dream was actually quite bad. Oh, it's a story time, Bobby Vito again, where the finish line moves before I begin. I shave carpet and ask you the time, searching for a story, no reason, no rhyme. If I am losing, then I am losing with a smirk. I guess Vito might be jerk.
All right, Thomas. It is time, story time with Bobby Vito.
His favorite.
This is a story I actually haven't told in a while. I think you know this story, but it's pretty funny. It actually has a very happy ending.
Ooh,
But
we
it
like
didn't-
those.
It started with a happy.
A lot of your stories don't.
Yeah, no, most of them
Yeah.
don't. Most of them don't.
Yeah.
Some of them am fucking Pringles can. But this one particularly starts like kind of hot and heavy.
Okay.
Hot and heavy, we'd say.
Ooh, okay.
And then it went into turmoil and shit.
Ooh.
And then maybe something good happened.
Spoiler alert, yeah.
So we're going to find out. So as I stated in maybe episode 1 or 2, I love to date girls at work, as you know. Right?
Okay.
But it doesn't stop there, Tom.
Okay.
I love to date women that can compromise my life.
Got it.
Anything that I like to do, I'd like to meet somebody who does that too.
So there's a saying, don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, I shit where I eat
You
constantly.
you're just shitting all over the table.
Constantly. I'm Tyler's mother-in-law. I am shitting everywhere. It stinks. No one wants to tell me.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I do stuff that compromises my life. If I like doing it, I'm obviously going to start dating someone that does it too, so I can never go back, right? And then have to find a new hobby, right? So again, the story has a dark ending, happy. The story has a happy ending,
A rainbow.
but there's a dark side,
There's
right?
rain,
Somewhere in the
and then
middle.
there's a rainbow, and then yeah.
So I'm going to take you back to October of 2008.
Okay.
Living in Belmont.
Wow.
Barack Obama is running for president.
Whoa,
We're going to have Obama for 8 years. Great. I had a good time. He was fixing the housing boom. He was fixing the housing crash, right? He's doing good stuff. So living in Belmont, and because of the driveway situation, as we talked about, where you had to like park in a certain position, I would make my gym time at like 6 a.m. or 5:45, so I could be the last car to park, so I could get the fuck out before the dishwasher czar or his brother like yelled at me about not moving my car.
Yeah.
So I went to Planet Fitness in Watertown. And Planet Fitness, there's, you go to the gym. In fact, you see the same people at the same time, right? Most people. And there was a girl there who worked out we used to have the same sort of routine where we'd warm up on the treadmill and then separate, and I'd see her as I was leaving or she was leaving. We would wave. And this went on for a couple weeks, right? So it's probably like September, October of 2008. And start to do the wave. Now, I'm very insecure.
Okay.
I don't want to get rejected. So I'm not just going to talk to her at the gym.
Nobody
right?
wants to get rejected.
Nobody wants to get rejected. So what I did was I started doing some sleuthing on this girl.
Oh boy.
But it's 2008. There's not a lot of
Yeah, your
tricks.
tools are limited.
They're very limited. So some people hear this, like the Greek, and then she'll say, You are stalking this person. I was not stalking this person. What I did was I saw that they were wearing.
It's not a good position. You're not starting from a position of strength when you're introducing the idea that you're stalking somebody and then you're denying it. You don't want to.
I feel like if anybody else said it, I
Yeah.
might be like, that's probably true. But if I was like, I was chasing after an ice cream truck, she'd be like, you were stalking the ice cream truck. Like, I just can't win, right? So this girl is working out.
She needs to come out and defend herself. I don't think she would characterize it that way.
I get the song for her.
Okay.
Right. This
Yeah,
is
that's
very,
true. That song was nice. Yeah.
very Greek centric. That
was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am. I see this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got a shirt on as she's working out.
That's good.
And I read the shirt, and it
start.
says Tufts University Field Hockey 07.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, well, I have a fucking idea. Oh boy. I'm gonna go home, dude. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna Google the roster for Tufts Field Hockey 07.
Oh boy.
And then after I get the roster from Google, I go to Facebook and I find every person on that list until I see a photo that matches the girl. So wouldn't you know, I friend her on Facebook, she friends me back, and then we have something to talk about at the gym now. So now we can actually
So wait,
instead
so
of,
you're Facebook searching
Yeah.
each name
I don't know her name.
until you find the picture that looks like her.
Yeah, and like it wasn't a great picture. It wasn't like a close up, so I had to be like, I hope that's her. I
Was
guess
there anybody who was close where you were like,
there was I wouldn't say close, but like,
did you almost send one?
oh
to the
yeah,
wrong
yeah, yeah.
person?
I think I probably sent one to a few.
You probably
people.
did, yeah.
I probably, but like, come on.
Imagine if that person responded. Now, remember, for later in the story, imagine if you had said to the wrong person, that person responded, and you go on a date with them.
Absolutely. So she
never know.
accepts, right?
Yeah,
We're in
okay.
late October of 2008. So we're
Okay.
dating. Things are fine.
Great.
She's big on game nights. So remember we had a Wii.
Yeah.
So I brought the Wii to her place. We're playing like game
That's a
night
good
with all of
game.
her
I hate
friends.
board games, but-
At one point, she mentions that she's got a single roommate, and I'm
Okay.
like, I have a single roommate, and we go on a double date. They actually
Yeah.
start dating, which is great. But there's a problem, Tom.
Uh-oh.
I'm just not into her. And I think I'm not into her because I'm still hung up on one of the receptionists that I was dating at the radio station. So it's like, again, I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
which compromise in my life I want more, like my work or
Yeah.
the gym. So
You're like,
either way,
this isn't quite messy enough.
it's not messy enough.
Well, I'm not at the gym enough for this to. Yeah.
I gotta really fucking
Got it.
motherfuck my life, right?
Yeah,
So I end it with her. She is not happy.
Yeah.
To the point where she goes to her friend who's dating my roommate
Yeah.
and is like, you can't date him anymore.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll get to that. So she texts me or she called. I think she must have called me, but she's like, I'm gonna bring your stuff to the gym. Now she's got probably like a hoodie. She's got a few things that I left over there, but she's also got my Wii. So good thing it's 2008 because she walks into the gym. It's like 6 a.m. Planet Fitness. It's October or November now, so it's dark out.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't get light then until like 7 o'clock, 7:30. So it's dark. I'm running on the treadmill. The only lights are the lights from the building. And I see her walk in, and the way you have to walk in is like through a hallway into the check-in area, then around to the treadmills. So I'm running on the treadmill, running a great mile, dude. I'm running like fucking 6.5, 7 minute mile. I'm killing it. I was like 25 back then.
Yeah.
Smoking butts, running
good.
fast. Anyway, so she's probably like 30 feet away from me, and she's got a plastic supermarket bag
Yeah.
with my stuff in it. And I noticed it's heavy. So it's not just like a jacket, it's not just a hoodie. It's got the fucking Wii in it. And she's like 30 or 40 feet away from me, and she's swinging it back and forth in her arm. And she probably gets like, again, 30 feet, probably 20 feet away, and she just slides it across the floor. But I fucking no-sell this shit like a fucking WWF wrestler. I no-sell it. I just keep running like I don't know who she is or what's in the bag. And it like slowly stops at the row of treadmills I'm on, and everybody kind of looks at the bag and then looks at her, and they're waiting to see who's like gonna run over and get the bag. But I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
So I no-sell the shit out of that. And the twist in this story is that the two friends that I mentioned were dating were Toronto Rob and the Greek. So even though I ended it with this girl and it was this awful thing, they get married. Now, what's funny about this is, I don't know if you remember this at the wedding, she was not the maid of honor, but she gave a speech. And in the middle of the speech, she says, "For those who don't know me, I had the distinct displeasure of dating Bobby blank," says my name. And everybody in the whole Gibbet Hill turns and like looks at me. And I'm like, I can't let this, I like her, we're fine now, but I'm like, I can't let her win. So do you remember what I did?
I do.
I stood up and I bowed and everybody clapped.
Yep.
And I felt like, now you can continue your speech.
Good for you.
And that was my story. So I'm gonna tell you, so as much as I compromised my life and I was very awkward for a little while, two people will get happily married after that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like that's a win.
So you're welcome.
You know what? You are welcome.
They should have more gratitude, right? Like
I feel like knowing that story, the Greeks should be way
they owe
nicer
their
to me.
kids to you. They should give you. They should offer. Like you should say no, but they should offer you a kid.
I'm going to bring that up.
They have a lot of kids.
When they
so
they have a bunch
they
of
should
kids.
just offer you one.
When the Greek is on here next,
Yeah.
for the first time,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her if she thinks I owe.
Right. Well, it's
I
like
deserve
it's
a
like when
gift.
you offer to pay for something that you know somebody else is going. Right. It's like your father-in-law is going to pay, but you're like, oh, I could do it, and then they're like, no, and then you don't pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
that-
offer, but you.
But I don't.
You don't want the kid.
I don't want more
No,
kids. But
give the kid
in a
back.
way, she
you
would.
should offer.
I think Toronto Rob would give me the kids.
You do probably give me.
He'd do it.
Let you pick.
So Tom, we have one more segment left.
Yeah.
And I think you're really going to enjoy this.
Oh.
I gave you a little bit of a teaser of what it is.
Yeah.
But it's under the category of Tom's Mystery Game of Desire.
Yeah. I'm very bad at this.
As always, I think you're actually going to be good at this one.
Yeah. You say that every time. I'm never.
Well, because there's no wrong answer.
Yep.
But we're gonna
Not gonna matter.
Well,
I'll find it. I'll find the wrong answer.
Here's what we're gonna do. All right. So I'm gonna play your theme song because everybody fucking loves your theme song.
People love it.
And then afterwards, I'm gonna explain the ranking game that we're about to play. All right.
Oh, okay.
So get ready for Tom's Mystery Game of Desire.
Tom walks in with a devil's grin, a bottle of Jack and a twisted spin. Gay porn's on, the stakes are high, but no one knows what's lurking nigh. Oh, Tom's Mystery Game of
fucking love the Mitten Kids. I love this.
That's a great song. It does make it sound like I'm sucking dick and eating ass.
No, you're telling people that's what they're doing.
I'm just saying that's
Like,
what the song sounds.
Two people walking in the bar, you're like, who's sucking that dick?
That's okay. Listen,
that's you.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
All right, Tom. So I'm going to keep track of this, and here's what we're going to do. So we're going to play a ranking game. It's going to be dating advice. We're going to be on brand today, okay? And I have 7 random people
Okay.
giving dating advice. Some of them are Instagram. Some of them actually, one of them is actually a very famous person.
Wow.
That
Celebrity.
sent in audio to us. We're going to play that. We're going to play that too, and I swear to God, this is real.
Okay.
So we're going to play it, and what's going to happen is you're going to have to blindly rank these in order of best advice to worst advice without knowing what's coming back.
So this is a popular
You mentioned
like
it, yeah.
meme on TikTok. My kids do this. Watch videos like this all the time.
Well, are you ready?
I get the concept. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, ready? So here's one. So here's the first one out of 7. I'm going to keep track of where you rank everything.
Yep.
Best to worst.
Okay.
1 is the best. 7 is the worst.
Okay.
Okay. But you have no idea what's coming next.
Right. So I have to assume I have to kind of calculate the expected value
Yep.
of the 6 coming pieces of advice.
All right. So the first one is from Instagram. It is Mish Off the Leash. This is Michelle Murphy on Instagram. You should go look her up. Very funny. And here we go.
Okay.
I keep hearing the dating advice that you should invite a date onto an activity that you already were planning on doing so that they blend into your life. It's something that you were already excited about. It doesn't feel like a chore. And it's a little unconventional, but if my date wants to join me by jerking off next to me while we watch Heated Rivalries, he's more than welcome to that.
All right. So dating advice, do something with your loved one, including jerking off watching Heated Rivalry. Where does that rank 1 to 7? Best to
I
worst?
don't know. So I don't really like that advice generally. Like I don't really like
All
the
right.
advice.
Well,
of,
there's worse advice coming.
but I don't know. But that sounds. I mean, I don't know. That specific instance sounds pretty good. So I'll give it like a. I'll go 4 because I'm kind of torn. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go 4.
We're gonna start right in the middle.
Okay.
All right. So here is a
Keeps
friend.
my options open.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one is from Alyssa. It's a friend of the podcast. Let's see what she has to say. Okay.
Yeah.
I was always told that the first date should be something quick and casual in case you're not feeling it. Something like going out to coffee or grabbing a quick drink versus going out to dinner or seeing a movie. It gives you the ability to ditch the situation very quickly if it's not going well.
Very sound advice, Tom.
Might as well get caramels. Do you know that from the? I just watched Good Will Hunting.
I was gonna say, is this fucking in Gilmore
I
Girls?
was in Good Will Hunting. He says she's like, do you want to go for coffee? He's like, we might as well go for caramels.
Oh.
It's just as random. It's kind of an awkward moment. But
Well, I guess it's like, where the fuck are you just going to go to get caramels?
well, his point is like, why are we going for coffee? Like,
Okay, that's
it's
true.
Kind of random.
Well, he did write it.
He's Will Hunting. Have you seen the Louis C.K. bit about Good Will Hunting?
I'm
We
smart.
should play that. You know what's funny is like after the, so the premise of the Louis C.K. bit is like, the Good Will Hunting character is this incredible, like kind of a superhero in real life where
Yeah.
he's like, he can calculate all these math problems, but he's a regular guy and he works construction and he shoots a shit with his buddies and he fucking bullshits and he's funny and he's clever and charming and girls love him, but it's like Matt Damon wrote it for Matt Damon.
Yeah, no, he's like the hero in his own story.
So I love watching now movies where the person wrote the movie and then stars in it and thinking about that because it is very funny. Those characters are always like bulletproof, right?
It was, there was the Jay Okerson talks about how he loves the Corey Feldman stuff.
Yeah.
So Corey Feldman does a movie about the 2 Corys. And
Yeah.
It's like this awful story because they get molested.
Yeah.
But like because Corey Feldman wrote it and he's still alive, it's Corey Haim is the one who fucking gets like tossed around by like executives.
right.
And he tells this really funny story how he's like he's watching the movie with like Soder, I think.
Yeah.
And there's like Corey Feldman's character goes to the bathroom to take a piss and he's
Yeah.
like in high school and these kids follow him into the restroom. They're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, vampire boy!" And one of the kids like punches Feldman. He's
Yeah.
like, we paused it right then because we were like, "There's no way Feldman's losing this fight."
Then he turns around and like
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where would you rank Quick and Casual by my friend Alyssa?
I think that's probably good advice.
Remember, jerk off hockey is number 4.
I don't know if I can put it ahead of jerking off. So I'll go 5 for that, but it is like pretty good advice.
Okay.
But I want to leave some open slots though. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
could have gone either way on that.
I think you got to do it. So the next one, it's a little bit long, but it's from Patrick Audette on Instagram.
Okay.
And it's talking about the signs of dating somebody. I think this is actually decent advice.
All right. Well, I'll be the judge of that.
It's the best dating advice that I ever got. The signs that you ignore at the beginning will be the exact reasons that you will walk away from later. You see, you always know. Maybe not in words, but your gut knows. That little discomfort, that hesitation, that moment when something felt off. That's your intuition trying to protect you. But we romanticize potential. We tell ourselves, oh, it's going to change. Or it's not that deep. But it is deep. Because the red flags that you excuse early on become the heartbreak that you will have to heal from later on. So if something feels wrong, listen. Don't wait for the storm to hit to admit that the thunder was there all along. You always know who's good for you and who's not. You just have to trust yourself just enough to walk away the first time that your peace feels disturbed.
So I played the whole thing just because it gets a little wordy. I did that on purpose because I was like, it's good advice, but does he hammer the point too much?
That was literally what I was going to say. So it would have been 1. I think that's actually very good advice.
Yeah.
And that's true of a lot of things in life, right? Like you kind of have that instinct, right? We're evolved to have certain instincts. You probably have a reason for it. But then he just says the same thing over and over again.
Exactly.
So he got bumped out to 2.
He's at 2. Okay.
Yep.
All right, great.
Too wordy.
So the next one comes from our friend, our new friend of the pod, Lindsay's friend, my friend, Trevor. Ready? So Trevor's got a really quick one for you, Tom.
Okay.
Probably pretty good.
Oof.
Don't date someone with daddy issues.
What do you think?
That's a good one.
That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good. Trevor's only 23 too. He's already figured it out.
Straight to the point. You put those last 2 together, you're probably in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I know.
You just listen and so how many do I have left now?
So you've used 2, 5, and 4. So basically you have 6, 7, 1, and 3.
I'm gonna go 3 for that.
3.
Right. I think I'm gonna regret. I think I'm gonna regret going leaving 1 open, but I don't know.
So
I'm a hopeful person.
The next one, I think people are going to hear this and be like, this isn't real. This is very fucking real.
Okay.
This is from Hollywood actor John Cusack, apparently fan of the podcast, sent audio in with dating advice.
It's not AI.
No, this is really, I swear to fuck it, I have the video.
Okay.
This is really John Cusack. So what does John Cusack have to say?
Hey, Bobby Vito. I like that you're doing a podcast. I don't do characters because I don't really remember them.
Okay.
I don't remember how they talk or what they said.
He's doing great.
But I can give you my advice.
Okay, let's hear it.
I would say dating advice would be you're going to have crazy women, but then you're going to have crazy mean women. So stay away from the mean ones and just pick the crazy ones because you're crazy and they're crazy. But just stay away from the mean ones. Good day.
Good day to you, John Cusack. What do you think?
That's a 7. I don't think he knows what he's saying. I'm gonna.
All right,
7 there.
That is, by the way, that is really John Cusack.
That is crazy.
It's crazy that we have like a celebrity listener.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I do kind of love that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have 2 more, so you can deal with 1 and 6. Okay,
it's tough.
It's gonna be.
I've put myself in an interesting position here.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. All right, so this is.
I think that's for those of you game theory experts. Write in if that's the right strategy for this game.
It
Did you leave yourself a high and a low?
Well, you have 2 left. I feel like you're doing pretty good. Yeah. This next one comes in from friend of the pod, very actually dear friend of mine, Laurie from the Night Shift Darkness Diagnosed podcast. It's a podcast of mental health. Laurie and her sister Julie are amazing. Oh, nice. And this is Laurie's take on dating. Are you ready?
Yes.
My advice would be it's better to give 20 guys a chance than give 20 chances to the same guy. It's okay to play a field as long as you're dating with intent. Don't waste anyone's time. Don't be an asshole. You're basically just decreasing the risks of settling for a loser.
All right. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll put that number 1.
Wow. All right. Laurie, congratulations.
Yeah. Very
so
exciting.
You got 1 left.
So this is going to be 6. I don't know.
This is going to be 6.
If I regret my choices or not.
I think that this person here, it was honorary podcast host Lindsay's, so I think she's gonna be pretty pissed at you.
No,
because Trevor's was 3.
Yeah. Oh wow, Trevor. Well, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Most men will disappoint you in some way, so just pick the tallest one and deal with it.
That is very on brand. She when we talk about brand awareness, she fucking brings it, dude.
That would have been 1, Lindsay. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So should I tell you the rankings that you had?
Yes.
All right. So number 1 was Date with Intent from Laurie.
Yep.
2 was The Signs from Patrick Audette.
Yep.
3 was Don't Date Girls with Daddy Issues from our new friend Trevor.
Yep.
4 was Ice Hockey Jerk Off
Yep.
with Mish Off the Leash, Michelle Murphy. 5 was Quick and Casual from our friend Alyssa.
Yeah.
6 was Don't Date the Tall Ones or Just Date the Tall Ones from Lindsay. And 7 was from High Fidelity himself, John Cusack, which was...
I gotta say,
basically,
I feel pretty good about those rankings, actually. I think that's actually like pretty close to chalk.
I actually do think you did really well on them.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no win or losses in this game. It's just kind of...
Well, that's the closest to a win I'm going to get on that game. So
I think you did really
I'm
good.
going to take the win. Yeah.
I think you did really good. So, Tom, we're at an hour and 9 minutes. I feel like there's going to be very little editing today, and we had a lot of good topics. I feel like today was a very strong podcast. What do you think?
I thought we did great.
I think
Credit
so.
to us.
Again, if you want to listen to us, if you're going to recommend this to your friends, probably start at episode 5 or 6. Not that 1 through 4 aren't special. They're kind of like the first kids that you have that you really fuck up along the way because you're too controlling.
Yeah.
I feel like as we let go and we were just like, yeah, I'll fuck a fucking Pringles can. What's your problem with that?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's true.
once you
But
kind of get there,
yeah, we tried to have too much structure, probably, or the wrong kind of structure. We found the right mix of structure and.
Definitely. So, Tom, we're gonna move on now. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna get to our actual favorite part, the plugs and the thank you. So, Tommy, what do you got?
Well, Bernthal. So my son is a big Marvel guy.
Yeah.
And he was trying to explain to me what's happening in the Marvel Universe, Bobby. And I have never felt so old.
Okay, I know Doomsday's coming, which I'm excited about.
Doomsday's coming. So Doomsday, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
is Doom.
Is just a different character.
Yeah.
And this is this multiverse shit. This is kind of where they lose me because it feels like cheating.
A little bit.
It's like we killed Iron Man, so, spoiler alert, but now he's just Dr. Doom.
Did you see Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah.
They have this awesome scene where they go to the netherworld where like Marvel and Disney have like cast off all the Marvel characters they don't use.
Yeah.
And you think that Chris Evans is there and you think like he's going to be Captain America, but he's really the Human Torch from the original.
He's like some
from the original Fantastic Four. So yeah, they are changing things up. I know that my favorite thing about this Doomsday, because I don't like any of the Avengers shit, is they're officially doing the X-Men crossovers in these. Like, I don't know what the story will be, but they're in there. Like James Marsden, who's awesome, is in it.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I don't know. So Bernthal's in these movies. I don't know what to do with that. I trust Bernthal, but I have some concerns. He's in what's sure to be a shitty Christopher Nolan movie.
Probably.
Not his fault.
He's probably in the Odyssey now.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the Odyssey. That's going to be a bag of shit. And then I'm a little worried about these Marvel movies. He's Punisher in those. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But all right, is that all you got?
That's all I got.
All right,
Thank you to Bernthal.
Thank you to Bernthal. I love that. And I will say, so Lindsay and I, we did the bonus episode, so you'll get that sometime this weekend. I think we'll probably do that. Hopefully this drops on Friday the 10th, and then I think we'll try to get the finishing touches on the movie review Sunday or Monday. So you're gonna have the bonus. So thanks to Lindsay for that. Tom, sorry for cheating on you, but I hope we get the content and we're really just doing it for views.
Maybe I'll host a podcast with somebody.
Would you do that?
Maybe I will.
Why?
Okay. Oh, what is this, a one-way street?
Well,
like with that guy who emailed?
I didn't.
You could flirt, and I'm supposed to be like turned on.
To be fair, you said you could do it, and then you were like, "I got to take my daughter to Vermont."
I mean, I did have to take my daughter to Vermont. It was like some man because I went to a strip club in Vermont. Like
did you? It sounds like you might have.
I went to a absolute opposite of that.
All right, we'll talk about this. Don't make any decisions yet.
If you want to be my co-host on the podcast, right? Right. Maybe Casey, yeah.
Casey, come in.
Yeah,
you and Casey can do the Gilmore Girls rewatch, and everything will be fine. All right. So as always, Tom, I would love to thank Dean Corsi for this absolute fire theme song.
Fantastic.
You can find him at Dean Corsi Music on Instagram.com. You can email Tom and I, divorcewithfriends@gmail.com. Twitter is divorcewfpod. Instagram @divorcewithfriends. As always, Podbean will distribute this to all locations: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, iHeart. Like, subscribe, smash, fuck, review. I don't give a shit. Bye, Bear.
Bye-bye.